Hello again, YouTube. I was thinking about what to do, video ideas for the future, and I know if you've watched my shorts, you would see like sort of like a diary, I guess, of getting over alcohol and stuff. And yeah, the girlfriend said to me about doing an update of it, and I said I'll never. I said I'll never talk about it again. I said that's it. You know, the final video was final video talking about like alcohol addiction and shit like that. But she convinced me to do an update video of how it's going because yeah, I don't drink anymore. I do drink like, but I don't. It's like I used to drink every day, and I was making myself like ill, like and killing myself almost, and I was never sober. I was always drunk. I've got over that now. Not gonna. It wasn't easy. It was probably the hardest thing that I've ever got off or ever had to do, ever stopped, sort of thing. The alcohol was like the hardest thing to give up. I think because it was so widely available. You know, you can just go to the shop and buy some if you want. It's not like if you're on drugs and then going to go and put yourself in danger and seeing people and risking all sorts of crap. At least with alcohol, you know, you could go to a pub or you could go to a shop, and you know, it was as I say, that's part of why it was hard to get off of. Not the only reason. I think because I'd been drinking for a long time. So now, basically, I don't drink, and if I do, it's only 1 or 2 cans from the shop, and it makes me ill. It makes me feel sick. Even going down the aisles in the shop sometimes, looking at all the drink, and I think, oh, should I just get a pack for today? I ain't drank for a while. I ain't drank for a couple of weeks or so. You know, should I just do some at the weekend, have a couple of beers? No, it makes me feel ill sometimes. It actually makes me feel physically sick walking down the aisles, even just in my head thinking about drinking. Other times it don't. And we went bowling at the weekend. Me, the girlfriend, my mother, my son, and my niece all went bowling, and we played 2 games. So we were there for like at least an hour and a half, something like that, and hour and a half, 2 hours, and I had 3 pints. And the crazy thing is, the more I was drinking, the more better I was at bowling. That's the only good thing I could say about it. I mean, no, I could deal with it, and at least when I got home the next day, didn't want to drink because I had a little drink. And I think now that it hasn't got control of me, now I've got control of it rather than it controlling me or it like taking over my life. I suppose that's the update for you. It's like, yeah, I will have a beer now and then, and I'm not talking about like every other day or so many days a week. I'm talking like a couple of days a month, if that, and not as much. As I say, I can just have one, either feel sick or be okay, and that's it. So that's the update for you. Is like, yeah, I don't drink anymore. I might have a social drink now and then, and when I say now and then, I mean very, very little. Very little quantity and very little in the amount of like the times, the days or whatever. So yeah, I have advice to any of you out there trying to give up drink. It can happen. It can. I mean, I used to drink so much lager and strong cider beers and stuff like the 9% cider and stuff like that. But I used to drink bottles of Jack Daniels. I used to have a half an hour bus journey into town, and I'd literally finish off a medium-sized bottle of Jack Daniels whilst I'm on that bus. And by the time I get off the bus, the bottle had gone. I'd go into the shop and immediately buy another one. So I'd have 2 bottles of Jack Daniels within like the space of like an hour and a half on some days. That's how bad it was. That's not how bad it was. That's how much I used to drink. I mean, I wouldn't say the drink is bad. I mean, I think the things that people do are bad sometimes, and like having control or not is whether it's bad or not. Some people can drink and not have a problem. They can put it down, leave it alone, not get ill, not like get addicted. I mean, good on them, lucky them, lucky boys and girls. But me personally, no, I'm better off without it. I'm doing good without it. I think I'm doing so much better. not just financially, mentally, and all that. So yeah, that's my little update for you. I hope you're all doing okay, and I think hopefully if you are having issues, as I say, it can get better. It just depends how much you want it, and it ain't easy. It is the hardest thing to do. So respect to you for even trying. Respect to anyone for even trying, even if they failed. I failed many times, many times, until I got to the point where I am now. So it can be done. Have faith. It's and for any of you that do love to go out and drink, I used to love going out and drinking. I used to have a good time. I do miss those times, but as I got older, it was changing. Those good times were getting bad. Like, not just for how I was with people or whatever. It took over, and when it does that, it ain't the best to get. But I'm not saying all drink's evil and bad. No, because as I say, I do have one now and then, literally now and then. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. I don't want to keep on going on. I've got my coffee now. I'm feeling all good. Yeah, coffee. Looks more like tea. That's how weak the coffee is. Even my coffees aren't as strong as they used to be. But yeah, everyone take care. Have a good day and look after yourselves, people. And hopefully I'll catch you guys soon. Take care. Have a good morning, guys. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye for now.